Hey everybody, Tyler Florence here. Welcome to Wolf It Down. We are in the test kitchen and today we're making chicken Parmesan from scratch. You know it's gonna be something that your family is absolutely gonna love. To me, it's really simple to piece the whole thing together. We're just talking about 3 different parts. So obviously the chicken, we're gonna take a chicken breast, pound it out really thin, and then coat it with panko breadcrumbs, and we're gonna saute that and a 50-50 mixture of olive oil and butter until it's really crispy. Then we're gonna make a tomato sauce from scratch, and then last but not least, we're gonna top the whole thing off and layer it with fresh mozzarella cheese. First things first, we're gonna start off with the tomato sauce because we need to get that simmering, and then once we kind of get that on, then we'll start working on the chicken. We're gonna take an onion, we're gonna mince this down, we're gonna saute this with some basil, garlic, and some extra virgin olive oil to kind of get that base flavor going. Then we're gonna take all these really beautiful vine-ripened tomatoes, we're gonna chop all these down and let them simmer until it's nice and rich and thick and delicious. So the difference between a delicious tomato sauce and a mediocre tomato sauce is all time and temperature, right? Technique is the key. If I cook this really high, it'll start to become very sharp, and we don't want that. We want this low and deep. So at low temperature, let this really start to develop and coax out, and I think we're gonna be great. Once you get the chicken pounded out nice and thin, we're gonna set up a very simple breading station. It's gonna be dry, wet, and dry. Seasoned flour, a little bit of egg wash, and then panko. And the panko crumb is gonna make it super crispy. With this last step, with the panko, it's crucial that once you get a good coat on the outside, you actually press the panko into the chicken so it really starts to set. You want to make sure it's nice and completely coated and very firm on the outside. That way you have a great solid crust from end to end. So the sauce is almost there, right? Now the difference between a marinara sauce for a pasta and what I think is a really great tomato coating for chicken Parmesan is just the thickness, right? So we're gonna cook this down where it's almost dry. And I would say even too dry for a pasta sauce, but not dry enough to make a really beautiful coating for a chicken Parmesan, right? So we got a little bit of moisture. It's really starting to kind of come together and cook down, but we're gonna move this to the back burner so we can start sauteing some chicken right now. All right, to me when I saute chicken Parmesan, I've got to saute it in 2 things, 50-50 olive oil and butter. That way you get the high smoke point from the olive oil, but the richness from the butter, and the crust is golden brown and stunning. This is the only way to do it. Not too hot, not too cold. You get this really kind of nice foamy bubble out of it, and then the fat is kind of going halfway up the chicken cutlet, so you know when we flip this over, it's going to be golden from one end to the other. Perfect. I got a sheet pan here, right? And I'm gonna take all of our crispy chicken cutlets, put on top of this. We got a lot going on flavor-wise in this already, but a little bit of lemon right at the last second makes it nice and fresh and bright. When the sauce is finished, we're gonna take a handful of fresh basil leaves and just tear them into the sauce. Give that a good stir. And this is spectacular stuff here. Just nappe the sauce right on top of each one, slice some mozzarella cheese, pop in the broiler, good to go. All right, so check this out, man. It is delicious chicken Parmesan, kids. Beautiful, perfect. The chicken's spectacular, the sauce is really great. The cheese is perfectly melted. This is what you get in a classic Italian restaurant. The recipe's a snap. Let's plate it up. Okay, so we got our sauce here. Then we'll take our chicken cutlet. Which one do you like? You like that one? That's a good one? All right, here we go. Holla at your boy. Boom. Got some fresh basil. Oh, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous, gang? Come on, fantastic. Like, this is it, guys. Perfect, absolutely gorgeous dish. So much fun cooking with you today. Hope you guys wolf this down. Check out the recipe on our newsletter, and we'll see you later.